Is your body trying to tell you something? Could those little aches, pains, or changes be warning signs that cancer is quietly developing? Understanding these signs is more than just a step toward detection. It's about taking action before it's too late. Millions of people are affected by cancer each year, and yet many of its early signs go unnoticed or are misunderstood. Let's dive into what these signs are and how they might differ from one person to the next. In today's world, where information is just a click away, it's easy to get lost in a sea of conflicting advice. We're here to cut through the clutter and bring you the real, verified early warning signs of cancer. Stick with us as we walk you through these signs, helping you recognize when your body is telling you something important. Number 1, persistent fatigue. Feeling constantly drained, no matter how much rest you get. That's not just tiredness, it could be persistent fatigue, one of the earliest signs that something might be wrong. This isn't the usual end-of-the-day exhaustion. This is a deep, relentless fatigue that doesn't go away with sleep. It's a common symptom of cancers like leukemia and lymphoma, where your body's ability to produce healthy blood cells is compromised, leaving you feeling worn out all the time. Muscle weakness or a foggy mind could be more clues that something's off. These symptoms are often tied to cancers that mess with hormone levels or cause internal bleeding, like colon or stomach cancer. It's easy to brush off fatigue as stress or overwork, but if it lingers, it's time to check in with a doctor. Catching it early can make all the difference. Number 2, persistent headache. Now, let's talk about those headaches that just won't quit. You might think it's just a bad migraine, but if you're battling a headache that's stuck around for more than 2 weeks, that's a red flag. Especially if it's coupled with other symptoms like blurred vision or hearing changes. This could be a sign of a brain tumor or another type of brain cancer. Don't ignore it. Early detection is crucial. Brain tumors have a way of pressing on nerves and messing with normal brain function, which can lead to a variety of troubling symptoms. It's easy to dismiss a persistent headache, but if it's sticking around despite treatment, it's time to take it seriously. Not every headache is linked to cancer, but when one lingers and resists typical remedies, it's a signal that something might be off and needs a thorough checkup. Catching a brain tumor early can make a world of difference in how it's treated and managed. Your body is always communicating with you, and it's crucial to listen when something feels out of the ordinary. If you're dealing with a stubborn headache, especially one that's paired with other neurological symptoms, don't hesitate. Seek medical advice. It's always better to be safe and get the care you need than to overlook something potentially serious. Number 3, changes in urinary or bowel habits. And what about your bathroom habits? If you've noticed changes that stick around, like constant diarrhea or constipation, it could be more than just a bad meal. Changes in bowel habits can sometimes point to conditions like inflammatory bowel disease, such as Crohn's disease. But they can also be early indicators of something more serious, like colon or stomach cancer. These types of cancer can disrupt your digestive system, leading to noticeable shifts in how often and how easily you can go to the bathroom. Similarly, if you're experiencing changes in your urination, like pain, an increased need to go, or a weak stream, these could be signs of urinary tract issues. While they might indicate something less severe, like an enlarged prostate or a urinary tract infection, they could also be early signs of prostate or bladder cancer. Noticing these changes is your cue to get things checked out. It's better to investigate and rule out anything serious than to ignore symptoms that could be early warning signs of cancer. Early detection can make a big difference, so don't hesitate to seek medical advice if something seems off. Number 4, new or unexplained pain. Pain is another way your body might be waving a red flag. We all experience pain, but when it's new, unexplained, and doesn't go away, that's your body telling you to pay attention. Take abdominal pain, for example. In men, it could be a sign of prostate, bladder, testicular, or even penile cancer. For women, unusual pain or sensitivity in the breasts might be pointing to breast cancer. This kind of pain isn't your run-of-the-mill discomfort. It doesn't go away with the usual remedies, hinting that something more serious could be going on. Pain can also be a red flag for internal cancers. A persistent feeling of heaviness or swelling in the scrotum, for instance, could signal testicular cancer. Similarly, ongoing abdominal pain might be related to issues like liver or pancreatic cancer. These types of pain are easy to overlook or chalk up to less serious causes, but they definitely deserve closer attention. Brushing off unexplained pain can be risky. It's tempting to dismiss it as no big deal, but if the pain sticks around and isn't tied to any obvious cause, it's time to get it checked out. Ignoring it could mean missing an important warning sign that your body is trying to send you. Number 5, mouth sores that won't heal. Have you noticed sores in your mouth that just won't heal? Maybe you've spotted white patches on your gums or tongue. These could be signs of oral cancer, especially if you're a smoker or heavy drinker. These white patches in the mouth is known as leukoplakia. This condition is precancerous, meaning it can potentially develop into cancer if it's left unchecked. While these patches might seem harmless at first glance, they need to be looked at by a healthcare provider to determine the right course of action. Early intervention is key to preventing more serious issues down the line. Oral cancer can show up anywhere in the mouth, whether it's on the lips, tongue, or even down in the throat. If you use tobacco or drink heavily, your risk for this type of cancer is higher. Persistent mouth sores are definitely not something to ignore, especially if they're accompanied by other concerning symptoms like difficulty swallowing or unexplained weight loss. Number 6. Blood in the urine or stool. Seeing blood where it doesn't belong is always a cause for concern. If you spot blood in your urine or stool, it's time to see a doctor. Blood in the stool can be an alarming sign, often pointing to digestive system cancers like colon or rectal cancer. It could also indicate conditions like inflammatory bowel disease or ulcerative colitis, both of which disrupt the normal function of your digestive tract and can lead to bleeding. Similarly, finding blood in your urine can be just as concerning. It might be a sign of prostate or bladder cancer, or it could indicate infections or other urinary tract issues. Either way, blood in your urine or stool is a clear signal that something isn't right and needs immediate attention from a healthcare professional. If you notice blood in your urine or stool, don't wait to seek medical advice. These symptoms need prompt evaluation to uncover the cause and ensure you get the right treatment. Your health is too important to ignore these kinds of warning signs. Number 7, a cough or hoarseness that won't go away. A cough that won't go away or a voice that's suddenly hoarse and won't get better could be more than just a lingering cold. A persistent cough might be more than just an annoying tickle. It could be a sign of lung cancer, especially if you're coughing up blood or bloody discharge. This is a particularly serious symptom that demands immediate medical attention. Hoarseness or a raspy, strained voice that just won't quit can also be a red flag. If you start noticing changes in your voice, especially when they're paired with difficulty swallowing or pain in your neck or throat, it could be a sign of thyroid or throat cancers. It's easy to brush off a lingering cough or hoarseness as something minor, but when these symptoms stick around, they could point to more serious issues. Lung cancer in particular can cause chronic coughing that doesn't respond to typical treatments. Number 8, excessive bruising. Finally, if you're noticing bruises popping up without any clear cause, especially in unusual places, this could be a sign of leukemia. Leukemia interferes with your body's ability to produce healthy blood cells, leading to symptoms like excessive bruising, frequent nosebleeds, or bleeding gums. These symptoms should not be ignored, as they can be early indicators of serious conditions. You might also notice other signs like frequent nosebleeds or bleeding gums, which can point to blood disorders or cancers. If you experience any of these symptoms, it's crucial to seek medical advice to get a proper evaluation. Always stay alert to changes in your body, including unexplained bruising. If you find bruises showing up often in unusual spots, it's time to consult a healthcare provider. Recognizing these early signs can be key for timely detection and treatment. Cancer can show up in many ways, and recognizing these early signs can make all the difference. Your body is always communicating with you. Make sure you're listening. If you spot any of these signs, don't hesitate to seek medical advice. Early detection can be life-saving. Thanks for sticking with us through this important discussion. If you found this information helpful, please give us a thumbs up and share it with others who might benefit. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more health tips and information. And if you're still curious, check out the next video on your screen. We think you'll find it just as informative.